Hello everyone and welcome back to Cozy English. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of us think about at some point in our lives. Is it better to live alone or with family? This is a really interesting question because there's no single right answer. It depends so much on your personality, your culture, and your current situation in life. So let's explore the pros and cons of both options. This will be great practice for your B1 English listening and vocabulary. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the experience of living with your family. For many people, this is the default setting, especially when you're younger. One of the biggest advantages is the emotional support. When you're living with family, you have people around you who know you best. After a tough day at work or school, coming home to a familiar, loving environment can be incredibly comforting. You can share your successes and your struggles with people who genuinely care about you. This sense of belonging is a powerful thing. Then, there's the financial aspect. Living with family is often much cheaper than living alone. You can share expenses like rent, utilities, and groceries. This can make a huge difference, especially if you're a student, just starting your career or saving up for a big goal, like buying a house or traveling the world. The money you save can give you a lot of freedom and reduce financial stress, which is a major benefit. Another plus is the practical help. Need someone to watch your pet while you're away. Or maybe you need help with a home repair. When you live with family, there's often someone available to lend a hand. Things like cooking and cleaning can also be shared responsibilities, which means less work for each individual person. It creates a sense of teamwork and makes daily life a bit easier to manage. Plus, sharing meals together can be a wonderful way to connect and spend quality time with each other. However, living with family isn't always perfect. One of the main challenges can be a lack of privacy. When you share a home with others, it's harder to have space that is truly your own. You might feel like you're always being watched or that you have to explain your decisions to everyone. This can be difficult, especially as you get older and want to become more independent. You might crave a quiet evening alone, but find the house is always busy and noisy. Another potential downside is the difference in lifestyles and habits. Maybe you're a night owl, but your parents go to bed early. Or perhaps you're very tidy, but your sibling is a bit messy. These small conflicts can build up over time and create tension in the household. It requires a lot of compromise and patience to live harmoniously with people who have different routines and expectations. You have to learn to respect each other's ways of living, and that's not always easy. Finally, living with family can sometimes slow down your personal growth. When you're in a comfortable environment where many things are done for you, you might not develop important life skills as quickly. Things like managing your own budget, cooking all your own meals, or dealing with household emergencies are experiences that force you to become more responsible and self-sufficient. While the support is nice, it can sometimes prevent you from facing challenges that help you grow into a more capable adult. Now, let's switch gears and talk about living alone. This is often seen as a big step towards independence and adulthood. One of the greatest joys of living alone is the freedom. You're the king or queen of your own castle. You can decorate your space exactly how you want, listen to your music as loud as you like, and eat cereal for dinner without anyone judging you. You make your own rules and live by your own schedule. This level of control over your environment can be incredibly liberating. Along with freedom comes a huge sense of privacy. When you live alone, your home is your sanctuary. It's a place where you can completely relax and be yourself. You don't have to worry about disturbing anyone or being disturbed. You can walk around in your pajamas all day, sing in the shower at the top of your lungs, or just enjoy complete silence. This personal space is something many people value very highly. Living alone also fast-tracks your personal development. You become responsible for everything. You have to manage your finances, pay your bills on time, cook, clean, and solve problems on your own. When the sink gets clogged, you're the one who has to figure out how to fix it or who to call. This process builds incredible self-reliance and confidence. You learn that you are capable of taking care of yourself, and that's a very empowering feeling. Of course, living alone has its challenges too. The most obvious one is the cost. It is significantly more expensive to live by yourself. You are responsible for the full rent, all the utility bills, and all your groceries. This financial pressure can be stressful, And it might mean you have less disposable income for hobbies, travel, or savings. You have to be very good at budgeting to make it work. Another major challenge can be loneliness. While the privacy is great, there will be times when you feel isolated. Coming home to an empty apartment every day can be difficult, especially if you're a social person. You don't have that built-in companionship that living with family provides. You have to make a conscious effort to see friends and stay connected with others because it won't just happen automatically at home. This can be especially hard if you've been moved to a new city where you don't know many people. Finally, there's the issue of safety and emergencies. When you live alone, there's no one there to help you immediately if something goes wrong. If you get sick or have an accident, you're on your own. This can be a scary thought. It's important to have a support system in place, like friends or neighbors you can call in an emergency, to help mitigate this risk. You have to be more prepared and more aware of your personal safety. So, as you can see, both options have their own unique set of advantages and disadvantages. Living with family offers support, financial savings, and shared responsibilities, but can lack privacy and hinder independence. Living alone provides freedom, privacy, and personal growth, but comes with higher costs and the risk of loneliness. Ultimately, the best choice for you depends on what you value most at this stage in your life. If you're saving for a goal or you thrive on being around loved ones, living with family might be the perfect fit. If you're craving independence and are ready to take on more responsibility, then living alone could be an amazing adventure. Some people even find a middle ground, like living with roommates, which combines some of the social and financial benefits of family life with the independence of being out on your own. What about you? What are your thoughts? Do you prefer living alone or with family? Have you experienced both? Share your stories and opinions in the comments below. It's always so interesting to hear different perspectives from around the world. Your experience could be really helpful for someone else who's trying to make this big decision. Thank you so much for joining me today for Cozy English. I hope this discussion was useful for your English practice and gave you some interesting things to think about. Remember, there is no one-size-fits-all answer in life. The most important thing is to choose the path that makes you feel happy, healthy, and supported. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more cozy chats and English learning content. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.